start talking about Dallas and why they in a complete and total free fall. I don't want to say too much because I know we're going to talk about it because we play them on Sunday night and we got the Thursday John coming up. But Dallas in trouble, bro. It's a couple things that play here to me. For one, this is actually making Dak look real good.
Yep.
Yeah, they about to get him paid.
Yeah, they about to get him paid either by Dallas or somebody else because of the complete free fall. I mean, it tells me too. Not only was he just a player on the team, but it seemed like he was at least motivated the players to play because these jokers don't even look motivated. I mean, I think it's some other things behind this whole process, and I'm not looking motivated. I don't think they feeling an owner like that. I don't think they feeling a coach like that. I don't think they feeling how they dealt with that whole contract situation and how they kind of made him gamble on himself, and pretty much he lost. So I'm sure they thinking to themselves like, yo, if they doing this with the star of the team.
Well, you know what? The only thing, football a little bit different. It's a lot of selfish dudes on football. Like as long as they get their money, they don't care. Sometimes because somebody else don't get their money, it's more of an opportunity for them to get theirs. But I do think that you had some. But I could see that where you might feel where as a player you might feel like, dang, this bull been putting himself on the line. It might just be meta that he got hurt, and the players, as much as we might rip them, the players might he a leader for them.
I think they really
look at the ball to pull stuff out. So that might have been demoralizing, and it don't help that you got a clown for a coach and Mike McCarthy that everybody hyped up because Aaron Rodgers got him in the Super Bowl.
That's true.
Listen, so y'all actually think that, say Dallas stinks, right? And they get the number 2 or 3 pick, y'all really think they not drafting a quarterback?
No.
Why would they draft the quarterback when they got Ezekiel Elliott, who's a 4th or 5th year player, and then you also got I'm saying your team consists of veteran players. Why would you wait for
what does that mean?
Remember
Pittsburgh, Ben Roethlisberger was a rookie. And he won a Super Bowl.
Yeah. Dallas got so many needs on that team. Their defense is horrible.
Yeah,
their offensive line. Tyron Smith gets hurt every year.
But
he's
hurt
like 3 games every year.
We do understand that good quarterbacks cover up a lot.
Dak is a good quarterback for them.
Yeah,
Dak is a good quarterback for them.
If he was that good, they would. If they was that sold on him, this is my thing. I'm looking at you gotta look at it from the Cowboys.
They offered him a contract.
They offered him a big contract. They just didn't offer him a top player in the league.
Well, he didn't sign it, and you don't know how he's gonna come back from this injury. And if you was that sold on it, you would have signed him. So if you have the number 2 or 3 pick, you mean to tell me they're not taking one of these quarterbacks?
We just told you no. When we told
they're gonna take a quarterback. Trust and believe.
My thing is, it's a chance they may take a quarterback. I still think that because of what happened, how bad the team is sprouted out of control, it still goes well in Dak's corner, regardless of what team he go to. So even if let's say Dallas did draft a quarterback and they said we're gonna cut ties with Dak and he's gonna go somewhere else. Let's say he went to Atlanta, for example, where Matt Ryan definitely probably on his way out the door. Let's say he went to a team like that. You don't think they're going to cut Dak a big payday, especially seeing how bad the team free fall without him? Like, even though they went certainly wasn't winning games, they was in every game.
No.
Okay.
You're not going to get a big – you're not going to get a huge payday coming off an injury. You're not.
Yeah, but even if he gets a 1-year thing. So you're telling me, like Ephraim said, this is a veteran team. So you're going to go to this veteran team and say, we're going to get rid of Dak Prescott, who could possibly, if he heals, this is all with him coming back if he comes back healthy. We're gonna get rid of Dak and bring in some young boy to groom for y'all. When you have holes in your line on offense and defense, and your secondary is shaky. But you're gonna waste your number 1 overall pick on a young quarterback when you have all these other holes. That's dumb. That's dumb.
It's not dumb because you can.
Then you're telling me they're rebuilding. Are you
that's
telling
what
me
then you're in the middle of a rebuild at that point.
Hold on, Dallas spends a lot of. Dallas will spend a lot of money on these free agents. They will bring in, trust me, believe they draft quarterback.
They already did, and that's why.
And they'll do it again. They have no problem with it. They will do it again. I believe if they have the 2 or 3 pick, they're taking a quarterback.
So all right. I mean, that might be right with that. But my thing is, you mean to tell me that, how old is that? 20, 28, 20?
Is he how old is Carson?
What has he really done?
No. My thing is, I hear what you're saying, but my thing is that team, that offense was one of the number 1 offense in the league before he got hurt. Exactly. They have completely fallen off the map. Now, granted, they wasn't winning like they should have been, but they was putting up numbers. They completely fall off the map. You got a young quarterback. And the thing about a quarterback, he hurt his ankle. He didn't hurt his arm. Quarterback's job is not to run. Does that add to Dak's value? Him maybe a little bit
this more year. Dak quarterback rating this year was 99.6. This is what his rating was this year before he went down.
All right, but he
just turned 27.
This what you still have to understand,
right? He's young too. He gonna get a contract.
Hold on. But you have to understand
his career quarterback rating is a 97.3. Like you
hold on.
Like he's trash.
On. In order to bring Dak back next year, you know what you gotta pay him?
No, you won't have to pay him that because he's coming off an injury.
Yeah. You will. He's still a free agent.
Okay, but you're not going to have
free agent.
Yes, he's not going to get that top.
It saves them money. It saves them money drafting this rookie ball over paying Dak that what do they call it? They got to tag him, whatever they got to do to keep him as a quarterback.
Tag. Yeah, now Dallas franchise tag, they would have to pay him top notch whether he's regardless whether he's hurt or not. That's why I honestly think. I mean, I kind of agree with Ethan. If they do go in a different direction, I still think he's gonna get a payday. Is it gonna be what he was looking for? Probably not. But Dak's still gonna get paid. He's still gonna get top tier kind of cash. It might be top 10. It might not be top 3, 2, 3.
You might get Carson Wentz type of money, not necessarily.
He's not going to get paid. He's first of all, he's not going to get. All right, he might get money. He's not going to get what he wanted from the Cowboys.
No, he's not going to get that deal.
He's not going to get that anywhere.
He's going to have to sign a 1 or 2 year prove it deal. So he's going to be in the same boat he's in right now again next year.
Okay, and so you don't think that if he's going to if he doesn't have an option to go somewhere else and to sign for the contract that he wants, you don't think he's going to come back to a place where he's more familiar with, where he has done things at, where he's
if they don't draft a quarterback.
Success? Even if they draft a quarterback,
I still think. I actually, truth be told,
Jerry Jones ain't the rebuild type.
I still think. I mean, look at
just because you have a quarterback don't mean you rebuilding.
Yeah, dude.
We went to the Super Bowl
because you got too many other holes on that team.
We went to the Super Bowl year 2 of Carson.
That team is trash.
My thing is
their team's not trash. The offense is already set. The offense is set. They're not trash.
The offensive line.
The offense was set when they had Dak Prescott. It ain't set with no daggone Dalton.
I still think he could get better than the prove it deal. I think he get about a 3-year deal, to be honest with you. His team's gonna be starving for a quarterback. Look at Washington. They're gonna be starving for a quarterback. Atlanta should be starving for a quarterback.
I can see him going to Washington.
I can see him go to Washington. You got a number of teams who think they're a quarterback out of the hunt. So if you even a team like whatchamacall, the Colts, Phillip Rivers is really on an old head 1 year. They just trying to get him to hold the team down to somebody else to either get that high pick or get another high power quarterback in here. That could fit the bill for a lot of places. So I mean, we'll see where it go. But I still think he's going to get better than just a 1 year prove it deal, especially being young.
Next year.
That's another spot he could be in. That's what I'm saying. He could be in New England because Cam, if Cam don't get Corona under control, he gonna flame out.
I hate the fact that he was doing real well prior to getting Corona.
He was. Now he looking bad.
Speaking of no, nothing. I'm just saying as far as
hold on. Speaking of football though, I still got to speak on this Deshaun Jackson injury, man. Yo, bruh. No. Somebody got to take some responsibility for this.
You're right. Real quick, E, from my fault.
Go ahead.
Because I want to call some fraudulence out here. Right?
Call it out.
Tim, you said who was having a good season before they went down this year?
Cam.
You mean Cam Newton, the one that has a quarterback rating of 71.7 for the season?
No, that was no. But he came back and had 2 bad games. He told me before he got Corona.
Before Corona, he was having a solid. Everybody was saying Cam was looking good. Don't do that.
What game he got Corona? So the last 2 games was real bad, but he still
last 3 games.
He played the first 3 games. I think he was in like the high 80s and 90s for quarterback rating.
Yeah, he was.
And then he got the Corona.
Stop hating.
Yeah. In week 1 against Miami, and then in week 2 against Seattle, and they whacked defense. Yeah, he was. But then what I'm saying, he played some better defenses.
And we all know the trash that
Stop capping Cam. Stop capping Cam.
I like Cam. I thought he was playing pretty decent.
He's a good quarterback.
His thing against Miami was a 100 rating, but he only passed for 155 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. So how great was that?
He was efficient.
He did good enough.
He was a game manager.
How How many touchdowns he run for?
I think he ran for like 1 or 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Okay, so he was a game manager. Okay.
No, but in Cam defense, New England, what weapon New England really got?
That's the point I was trying to
Let's
make.
keep it a bean. What
Cam has passed for 2 touchdowns and 7 interceptions.
Who they got though?
Season. 2 touchdowns, 7 interceptions.
Who New England got though?
All I'm saying is, I'm saying it to him because he'll rip Carson Wentz, who has 10 touchdowns and 10 interceptions, but he's one of hypes Cam Newton, who has 2 touchdowns and 7 interceptions.
That's very factual.
How many interceptions?
That is true.
How many interceptions do you say Wentz has though?
Cam whack.
Cam has 10.
And how many fumbles do he have?
First of all, enough about Cam. Let's get back to the Deshaun Jackson situation. Let's get back. It ain't even the Deshaun Jackson situation.
Full of fumbles, but go ahead.
It's an old wide receiving core. 2 old dudes we got, Deshaun and Alshon Jeffries.
All right, and that's my thing though. Like
Alshon hasn't even played, so you can leave him alone.
No. That's why we want him, because that's nonsense that he ain't playing yet. But that's my thing. Why would you? And I don't know who's responsible for this. As a coaching staff, this dude just came back off an injury. And you put him out there to receive a punt. Like, you already had him on the pitch count as it was, right? You already had him on a pitch count because he was injured pretty much on and off with the hamstring and all this. I think that was the main thing, was a hamstring. So now you put him out there in a position that's probably one of the most, highly probable positions to get hurt in, because not only did he actually hurt his ankle, he got smacked on the jaw. He could have had a concussion. Even if his ankle wasn't hurt, he probably been in concussion protocol. So you put him in a position to get hurt.
Down.
That's the Eagles' problem, is they live too much in the past. They live too much. Yeah. Oh,
yes.
It's New York. It's New York. The miracle of the Meadowlands too.
You know what I think happened?
Let's get Deshaun in.
Agreeing with your point, Wayne. You know how, remember Eagles used to get rid of players too quick? Mm-hmm. Like even with the Brian Dawkins situation and stuff like that. Yeah, maybe they see you gotta have balance. You can't be like, oh, we can't let that happen again. Now you keep all these old dudes too long, like JP and even Zach. I told y'all we should trade Zach Ertz at the beginning of the season.
Well, a lot of that goes with winning the Super Bowl, and I guess you feel like you gotta keep these dudes.
But here's another thing.
Business.
Here's another
now,
thing.
Brandon, I can't hate on Brandon Graham. That was a good sign.
Listen up. Here's another thing. We applaud Doug Peterson when he listened to the players, like that whole Philly special thing that they did. That was Nick Foles' suggestion. He said, "Yo, let's do Philly."
Doug Peterson thinks otherwise.
He listened to his players, and then they made the play. So I'm sure Deshaun came to him and was like, "Listen, give me the ball, coach. We about to lose this game." And he listened to Deshaun. At that point, that's when Doug got to be like the coach and be like, "You know what? We're not putting you in there right now. You just came back from injury." But I do believe that because he's a player coach, it's like the good and take. You get some good with it, you get some bad with it. And that's what happens.
I got a question. How many decisions does Doug really make on a team? We know he don't we know he don't have no saying what running back is back there, right? We all agree with that.
He allows
Deuce. They said Deuce decides who's going in.
Okay. Does he know what wide receivers in the game? Does he know what the special teams coach is doing? Does he know what? I know you don't know what the defensive coordinator is doing at all. He probably don't even watch the defense. So what is he?
You listen to that point. You know what I found hilarious? Ethan, I think you posted it. Somebody posted in the chat that the Eagles are looking to possibly get a linebacker. like now
how he's looking at
how he's looking to trade for linebacker
and offensive lineman.
Like you didn't see that coming into the season.
Exactly.
When you look and you got Gary in your starting lineup, you didn't think that you needed to address linebacker.
See, and Tim, I guess I'll say this to that point. I don't think none of us in here can either confirm or deny that may have happened with Djax, and it very well may have happened, right? It very well may have happened. But my thing is, I agree with you. You got to be the coach. You told this dude throughout the whole game how many plays you was going to play. And Deshaun probably came to you and said, "I'm good to play the whole game," but y'all had him on the pitch count. Yeah. So now you put him in on that play. That's the play you decide to try to rev it up and get. First of all, I wouldn't even want to put him in because I feel a punt return, even if he did hit open space, he gonna pull a hamstring.
Wait, hold up. For real though. To your point, Ephraim, The boy got hurt in like the first series, like on the first. Remember when we was talking about how he got up off of one of them plays? He like went hobbling to the sideline, like, dang, the boy hurt already.
Yes,
after like the second catch. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So
and then you gonna put him in on a punt return?
This is my point. Like somebody got to take a little bit of responsibility for that, man, because it's like that play shouldn't even happen. Now, granted, would we have had him for another 5 weeks if that play didn't happen? I doubt it. But maybe we would have had him at least in the 2 games until Rieger was 100% healthy, and then Rieger come back and replace Deshaun when Deshaun got hurt. That just frustrated me, man. That you as a coach would let that go down on your watch. That befuddles me.
I'm not mad at. I get
outrage.
Deshaun. I get Deshaun is old, but listen, the fact that he's stealing from the Eagles after what they did to him his first turn around, lying on him, working with the NewJersey.com, talking about he's part of a gang.
Hey,
so if he's stealing,
guess what? And I think a couple dudes in here was all on board. Like, yeah, see, Deshaun doing too much. He got dope.
Remember you heard
a couple boys bought right into that.
The other shoe going to drop. Watch.
Yeah, the other shoe. Wait till the other shoe.
I'm still waiting on that shoe to drop.
So I mean, so if he stole $12 million from the Eagles for the last 2 years, listen, I don't care.
Listen, I'm cool with him getting money.
Rob them blind because they ruined his reputation for the good 2 years.
Listen, they cut him at $9 million last year. That to me was enough. He played 1 game last year and got $9 million.
I don't care.
So I'm good.
He's got his reparations.
Yeah, exactly. So this year it was time to move on, bro. Come on, man. And now that you have him, now deal with him accordingly. That's all I'm saying. I'm not even talking about the money at this point or even getting rid of him, which I think they should have did. But now he's here, deal with him accordingly. I still want him at least for a couple plays to be a deep threat. Because to me, truth be told, when he was in the game, he did push them safeties back. He pushed them safeties back. They know what time it is. So now you hurt him. So now I won't have him going into Dodge game. Rieger may or may not play. It just annoyed me now. I'm
so
scared.
week 16 going into the playoffs. You got Rieger, Alshon, Deshaun, and Fulgham. Who's your start? Who's your 1, 2, and 3?
Well, I gotta see what Rieger and Alshon do when they come back. I mean, if Alshon comes back and he looks like a semblance of the guy we got the first year that he was here, that big body and I don't think that he will, but I'm just saying if he does, then he has to be in there.
He should be so rested up.
That's right.
That's what we drafted JJ for.
No, he should have bought whole new ligaments.
Yeah, he should come back like LeBron James in a bubble. Like everybody was like,
exactly.
He need to come back ready to go. If he don't, I'm gonna be.
This why these dudes
kill
me.
He was never fast. What is he?
No. But But it ain't about him being fast. But he was that big body. If nothing else, he's that big body in the red zone. The Eagles have struggled a little bit in the red zone, especially with Ertz being out. Because I think Ethan's point was that Ertz is like his favorite target down there. But if you got those bigger receivers down there, then you could do more with that. So if he could come back and be that guy, be like how Keyshawn Johnson was. Remember how
play calls gotta be better in the red zone too.
Like Plaxico Burress, Keyshawn Johnson on that tip.
Right. But I mean, honestly, some of the play
calling to be better.
All right, listen, you're saying the play calling to be better, but we didn't already discuss this. When Fulgham dropped the pass, it was there.
Stuff was there.
When he threw that joint to the tight end, boy, he should have made a better play for that. So there's been plays to be there.
I agree.
Why are you putting him in the game? That tight end, I don't want to go back to that tight end play, but it was his first play ever.
Ephraim, what you think about that DK Metcalf run that?
Face down. You already know. Listen, you already know what I thought about it. As soon as I saw it.
Didn't he look slow to you?
Bruh.
Hey, Tim, that's how I used to chase you down on the football field. Remember? You were slow, though.
Can you imagine Arcega-Whiteside trying to run ball down like that?
No.
Yo, that probably was the most impressive play I've seen all season long.
Arcega-Whiteside would have probably took himself out the picture at some point in that play. The frame. It wasn't thrown to him. He'd have tripped over his own feet or something.
Bruh, that was so. The only thing more impressive than that, it was one time, I think it was a wide receiver from Kansas City or a running back. Somebody caught a pass or something was running.
Oh, you talking about Tariq?
Yeah,
Tariq he ran down, he like running in front of the ball, like, come on.
Yo, he ran past the ball. It was telling him to come on.
But that wasn't this year.
No, that was last year. I'm talking about
this year. I
mean, athletically wise, that was impressive.
That was so impressive.
But I'll say this though about your boy TK. He got shut down. He got shut down a little something when they threw Peterson on him. They threw the ball Peterson.
Remember that holding play? Remember the holding play in the overtime that got called back?
That was a touchdown.
Yeah,
but no, listen.
All I know is they put the ball Peterson on after a while, and then the other ball was going off.
But which one? I mean, Peterson, he a top-notch corner. I can't. Hey,
he
look.
is. That's what we miss, man. I mean, Slay is tight, but
Peterson. I mean, even in plays Peterson got beat on. He was Slay overboard.
Slay nice.
He is.
Slay nice. He without a real scheme. Our defensive coordinator, he's so much better. But because of our defensive coordinator is so suspect as a coordinator, you may not even think that he's that good.
No, I do. No, I like Slay.
No, Slay balling. I think. I mean, I do see what Wayne's saying though. I mean, Peterson be even the plays he get beat, he all over. Like you got to make a fabulous catch.
Like remember the years, like
Slay.
No, think about some of the boys we had.
I like Slay.
I'm just saying, think about some of the boys that we had back there. Like we had like the Troy Vincents, Asante Samuels used to stay getting picks and stuff back there. Like these dudes, we don't really got playmakers in our secondary.
We always had
Eric Allen was one of the great players.
Exactly.
Cornerbacks all
Remember when Eric Allen and Ben Smith was, and then we had Seth and Waters.
Jenkins used to be a playmaker.
Down.
Jenkins used to be a playmaker.
No, he was, but they let him go.
Well,
I still think Troy and Bobby was the best tandem.
He wasn't a playmaker anymore. I used to like Lito and Shelton though.
I like Lito and Shelton.
They was too short to me. I think one of them should have been just a little bit.
First of all, Bobby was a little bit overrated.
But Bobby played Dallas perfectly.
Oh yeah, but that's 2 games a year. So he played well.
That's all we wanted to win.
That was it.
That was we needed Dallas
for Michael Irvin.
Yeah,
he was the Michael Irvin stopper.
But to back to 10 point though, the DK Metcalf John, to me that the gap between Metcalf and Ortega-Whiteside is so vast. You should almost get fired for that pick alone, for real. Like they just that one pick. The gap is so wide between these dudes, it's unbelievable. Like
and they grow every game.
What'd you say?
The gap grows every game.
Yes, it does. Like I would need if I was the owner, I would need a constant explanation from Howie for that.
If I was his mother, I would need a constant.
I was talking to my man Mike Wilmer. I think he listened in every now and then. I was talking, and he was like, if he was the owner, every time Howie walked to the office, he'd have DK Metcalf film playing in the background and want an explanation for what's going on. Because that Jordan is getting that crazy now. Like, dog,
it really is.
We got a litany of injuries to our receiving core, and you still can't get on the field. Like you that whack that you still can't get on the field when we got Deshaun, Rieger, and the boy Alshon out, and you still don't got. We had to go get Fulgham from nowhere and bring him back after we cut him because you couldn't fit the bill.
So the best receiver that we got on our team right now is somebody Howie didn't draft.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, Tim, I was making sure we knew about that. Tell him how good JJ was in practice.
He did real good.
In camp.
So he the new Nate Brown? He the new Nate Brown.
All right. With that being said, though, what y'all think? Should we have went and got AB and let him go to Tampa Bay like that? Tampa Bay trying up, man. What's up?
First of all, we should have kept the bull from last year. I told y'all that already. The bull from the Bears. I don't know who he played for now, but
the running back bull, Howard.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we definitely.
Howard.
Jordan Howard.
What he with Miami now? I think or something. We definitely should have kept him.
He wasn't going to stay here though, because they did him dirty when he was here. Remember last year when we were saying like why he wasn't getting no burn?
No, he wasn't coming out of concussion protocol.
I think we need to call out Deuce a little bit too. Deuce, his rotation, holding on to Clement. Like, why is he still here?
Clement ain't got it no more. I will say this. Remember the young boy Huntley? Maybe he didn't know all the plays. I'll give him that excuse. Maybe he didn't know all the plays. That's why he wasn't.
Because I honestly, I agree with Ethan because I'll even go with that with Deuce. Like that's like Saunders in the beginning of the season. Remember, we were saying like, this boy don't know how to find a hole like everything else. But then as the season went on, now he got to fight these injury demons. But I'm saying for real, if you look at it, like he developed as the season went on, he got better and better. So maybe they could do that with the bull Huntley too.
I tell you this, if I don't see more Huntley, you can't tell me that you can't at least draw up 5 to 10 plays for him in a week that he gonna know what to do.
Yeah, just off the 3 plays he played, the punt return and the 2 runs, it's like you look like this bull got something with him.
Exactly.
I ain't look at the tape, but you also gotta pick up blitzes. I noticed Boston Scott is probably one of the better backs at picking up the blitzes and protection when it comes to passing. So
Clement is horrible.
Clement's good too at it.
Clement is horrible.
Clement was suspect last game.
Clement almost got Wentz killed.
You're right. Not Clement. Miles Sanders is pretty good at it too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
did you see the Bulls run Zeke over?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
So this year we've been hit hard by the injury bug. So with all of these veterans being hit, like Clement and Peters and Alshon and Deshaun and Bennett, like, is it time to cut our losses with these players? I mean, moving forward,
we should have got AB. We should have got AB.
But what do you mean cut losses? Like as in doing what?
Going like after the season, I see all of them going. Be honest with you.
Well, they tried to do that. Honestly, they tried to do that with Peters, but then they had the issue with the tackle because Brooks got hurt.
Yeah,
so then they wanted to slide him over there to tackle, and then the not the tackle. They wanted to slide him in the guard because Brooks got hurt. Yeah. And then you had all these issues with these tackles, and they felt like they had to move him back over there because these dudes got hurt.
So what y'all think Eagles should do at the trade deadline? It was a question I seen earlier. It said buyers, sellers, or stay put.
Oh, buyer. You gotta be a buyer.
Should we go after somebody like Julio Jones? What would you try to sacrifice? Would you sacrifice picks or something for a boy like that?
But see,
I would sacrifice Howie.
I think they happy with the wide receivers.
I would sacrifice Howie picks for anything.
Yeah, that's true.
I think they're happy with that. I think Howie's happy with our wide receivers. I'm telling you, he's probably saying he got Rieger coming back, he has Alshon coming back, and he has.
I agree with you.
I mean, I honestly, I don't think that the receiving core is that. If you get Goddard back and Rieger comes back and picks up where he left off, and then with Fulgham and Ward, I don't think that it's a great wide receiving core. But if you're telling me that this team comes back completely healthy in those situations, and Miles Sanders, and you still have Boston Scott, and you have the Guy Huntley we talking about, I don't think that the offense is necessarily the problem. If you have all that.
The O-line is a problem.
The O-line has actually been being all right.
The problem is Wentz actually plays it better. If Carson
Wentz, you're talking about against Baltimore. Baltimore is a good defense.
It's Carson Wentz
runs against the Giants.
If Carson Wentz stop fumbling the ball and stop throwing interceptions, we'll be all right.
Stop disrespecting my man.
He's a nice catcher, but his running. You know what I'm saying?
If I could go run up the middle too.
If I could go get a monster like Julio, I'm strongly considering that. The only thing about Julio, it'll be our fortune that we get this boy, and he never really got hurt like that, and then he mess around.
Now he's gonna become Alshon.
Yeah,
if we get Julio,
I gotta say,
we should have went and got DeAndre Hopkins. That's what we should have did.
Now this is what I gotta say about these top-notch receivers, right? You don't really win. You don't see teams winning chips with these top-notch receivers.
You seen Kansas City did last year with Cheetah.
Cheetah ain't in the level of Julio and stuff. He's just a speed burner, but he don't get the catches like that, like a Julio or like a
Cheetah. I kind of agree with Ethan. I agree with what he's saying.
I think Cheetah, to me, y'all see when y'all watch that John, they show I was watching Kansas City whole playoff run. Cheetah changes the whole complexion of a D. You know what Cheetah is? He's the NFL version of Steph Curry. All right, and I say that because
all right, thank you for calling.
No. He changes the whole complexion. They showed the way the safeties and everything played when Cheetah was in the game and how he opened the whole offense up running.
You mean like Deshaun Jackson did?
Like Deshaun used to do. But my thing is Cheetah is more durable and runs more routes than Deshaun. He'll go across the middle. He'll actually get a handoff.
How many catches did he have last year?
He had 58, but he missed some games. And he had 85 the year before.
Oh, wait. He durable, though. How he missed games?
No, he got the suspended.
Remember he got suspended for breaking somebody's arm?
It was like three games or something, like 3 or 4 games or something like that. Either 2 to 4 games he got suspended for.
My thing is, though, you can get speed. Like Deshaun do that and he don't get a lot of catches. That's all about the scared speed.
But that's just like, what's his name?
Might be able to do that.
The bull with the bull that's our new Aguilar.
Hightower.
He actually be getting open. No,
But he do. No, he got speed.
This is how Torrey Smith was. Remember, this is how Torrey Smith was doing us during the regular season with the year we won the chip. Remember, Torrey Smith kept burning dudes, getting deep and dropping passes, but then he made a couple passes in the playoffs.
I mean, but let me break down Ethan's comment though. Look at the last couple of Super Bowl teams. Last couple of Super Bowl teams, they did have big time offensive targets. Patriots had Gronk. He's one of the greatest tight ends of all time. You could probably put Gronk in the top 10. You had Atlanta went there and lost with Julio, had a 28-3 lead, should have won the Super Bowl. Who else won? You had the Chiefs that year. Eagles. We had a litany of dudes kind of running. I mean, you had
but to Ethan's point, I don't think that you necessarily have to have a top-notch receiver to
you
get
don't
to
have
that
to
chip.
have that.
You have to have
Jones.
You have to have a good receiving core.
But you don't need Julio. Yeah. You don't need Michael Thomas.
Because for real, in the better offenses, it's a lot about scheme, because you draw up the scheme that get these dudes in open spots. In the Eagles situation, that I give Doug that these dudes have been getting open a little bit in spots. They just been dropping them.
I mean, I guess if
I had a choice, I'm taking a top-notch receiver. I'm not gonna say, well, in order for me to win a Super Bowl, I need the average quarterback.
So what you giving up for this top-notch receiver, and what you paying him?
2 first-round draft picks.
That's how. No.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody want to be a GM, so you got to make the deal, right?
What does it matter? Because
it does matter. Because in football, salaries matter. Because then
understand what I'm saying? What does it matter? What draft picks we give up? Because how we going to come in there and botch them up?
But that's why I'm not necessarily talking about the draft picks. I'm talking about the fact that you're going to have to sign it. You don't think you're going to have to sign that boy the big money to keep him here?
Yeah, you are.
So you know what I'm saying? That it's going to be Deshaun and them all over. Deshaun and Alshon all over again.
Is there any linebackers we could trade for?
I know. That's what we need.
That's what we need. If
we need a linebacker that can cover.
Outside monster. I gotta start investing.
I want a pass rusher
more.
You got Brandon Graham. You good.
And
Barnett on the other side.
Barnett. Sweat and Barnett been all right.
Ain't no Brandon Grahams.
Brandon Graham ain't Brandon Grahams.
All right, if we actually look at some as far as Arizona, that was one of my picks from last game. Based on what you saw yesterday and for the season, are they a Super Bowl contender in your eyes?
Are they a contender or pretender? Which one? I mean, they
got a nice defense.
I still think the league is all open. I think
they got a nice defense.
I mean, I'll say this: the Bull Murray, everything they threw at him, he came back. He balled. I was very impressed with the young boy yesterday. He like Russell. He like a what? Inch shorter than Russell. He was the same.
I don't know.
Russell threw the game away.
They said they like this in the joint. I think it said both of them was 5'10". I saw them standing next to each other like.
No, he definitely shouldn't have 5'10". Murray about 5'8". Yeah, about 5'8", maybe 5. So he might be Ethan height.
Yeah, I'm 5.
What, he 4'3"?
5'9.5".
The plane.
I'm 5'11" with Tim's on. I just let y'all know that.
Boston Scott more my height. With the double fold. I probably put my chin on top of his head.
Yeah, Boston Scott is little.
He lifted at like 5'7".
No, it ain't nowhere in the world he 5'7". I saw no way he was like dancing in practice. He was like doing a little hop leg thing. I was looking like, yo, this little kid on the
field. Yo, you need to wear some trees. I'm telling you, Tim's
Wayne. He'll run you over.
Oh yeah, boss.
Maybe now, yeah. He ain't running young me over. I'm body slamming that little dude. Same way I would do you. Right on his big head, his oversized head.
To all my short boys out there, if you want to get your height up, just put some double sole Timbs on you. Right. That give you at least 3 inches.
And put some lifts in your boots.
Yeah, put some insoles in. Yeah, so Dr. Scholl's insoles. You be up to about you be up to 6 feet in no time.
You hear that, Brandon?
Yo, so a couple weeks ago, I don't know if y'all saw this, but the boy, young Ben Simmons of the Philadelphia 76ers.
That's the eye roll word.
He was in a gym shooting
doing what?
Like a rookie boy just came in the league. I mean, it looked good. He was showing. We already know that he has the ability to shoot the jump shot.
No, he
does.
We already know that he does have a little jumper in his repertoire.
No, he don't.
The question is will this be the year that unlocks Ben Simmons as being the next.
He has a little jumper. James. He has a little jumper. Is that code word for something else? What does jumper? Is that like slang for something? I'm a little older. Is that are you using jumper as slang for something? He got a little.
What I'm saying is his jump shot that he takes sporadically.
Is that what the kids is calling it nowadays? Look,
is that what they call it now? Jumpers?
See, this is really not directed at Ephraim because Ephraim has a bias toward kind of sort of like my bias toward Wentz. That's not fair.
His name is LeBum Simmons. That's
what his name is. See, Ephraim, you hating that.
No, man, I'm tired of this. Listen. Y'all been holding on to a wing and a prayer for like 3 years now. I'm done with it. I'm done. All I expect from Ben, for real, I expect him to do what he's been doing. All I want to see, truth be told, with Doc in here, Wayne made the point that the bull Tobias had his best year under Doc. I'm looking for Tobias and B to improve, for them to get the ball somehow, some way, get Horford out of here and get somebody else in here. But that's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for Ben.
Let me ask you something, Ephraim.
Yes.
How many years did it take Steph Curry to become Steph Curry?
Exactly.
1 year. His first year in the league.
What?
Yeah.
I'm trying. Hold on. Two.
I know. Listen, I'm trying to figure out where this is going.
Because how many years did it take Steph Curry before he became this?
Steph Curry was Steph Curry in college. You realize he led the nation in scoring in Davidson, right?
Okay, but I'm talking about in the NBA. It's a different story.
In the NBA, he came in as a point guard and he still averaged 17 points a game.
Okay. And how many assists did he have as a point guard?
And he had to overcome some injuries.
But he had so he's a point guard. So did he have great assist count?
No, his jumper was still wet though.
Okay, but okay, so he averaged 17 points. How much did Ben Simmons average his rookie year? What, 16?
14.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't 14.
It was something
16. Ben Simmons averaged 16, 16,
like 16,
15.
7 and 7, something like that, right? So
with all dunks.
Okay, it don't matter. We talking about
yes, it do.
It don't matter because what I'm saying is the point I'm saying is Steph Curry didn't become the Steph Curry that you know until about the 4th or 5th year in the league.
No, my point is Steph Curry became the Steph Curry that we know because the cuffs was taken off him. He was able to shoot more. He became more of a shooting guard than a point guard. Ben Simmons won't shoot the ball. It's a huge difference between a dude who now got the cuffs taken off of him and a dude who got the cuffs taken off of him and won't shoot. The dude won't shoot the ball.
He went to therapy. He feels better now. He's
going to be shooting the ball. I'm out here fighting for my life. You really think stop playing with me? Use your mind. This dude ain't shooting 4 years.
But real talk, I mean, I get what you said. All I'm saying is these guys come out so young now that to me, 3 or 4 years.
Wayne,
go through this every year.
You need a stronger argument for Ben.
Yeah, I mean, no. Wait a minute. First of all, if we keeping it a bean, as a point guard, I understand that he needs to shoot a jump shot. But as a point guard, if you tell me a dude can average 16, 9, and 9 as a point guard, ain't that what Rondo was getting?
Those Rondo numbers.
Yeah, and Rondo's supposed to be great.
Rondo's average like 9.
But that's what I'm saying. So you telling me if Ben Simmons averaging this 16, 9, and 9, and then he also is getting and being all defensive teams and stuff like that?
Listen,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I will take that if he turns into like Rondo did in the playoffs and start knocking down threes.
But
Rondo wasn't knocking down threes in the playoffs when he was winning chips in Boston.
He did it this year.
Yeah, okay. And maybe Ben Simmons, once he like 50 years in the league, will do it too.
Well, I ain't gonna wait for that.
The thing is, we need to upgrade at the shooting guard position. We need to upgrade at the shooting guard position.
You can't keep saying, hold on, I gotta address this. You can't keep saying somebody couldn't shoot. It's a difference. It's a huge difference between can shoot and won't shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Amen.
But he's still putting up better numbers. He's still putting up better numbers than he did.
But see, the thing happens when you get to the playoffs and the game get tighter, he's not doing that.
1 point. Remember that?
I ain't seen him in the playoffs this year.
Just never forget. 1 point. Listen, my thing is with Ben, and I agree.
At least he played more than 5 games last year.
Listen,
I'm hurt. I'm hurt.
Listen, my thing is, Ben, I agree.
They want to get exposed. That's what it was.
I agree with you with Ben. I'm cool. I accepted the fact that he is what he is. Tim is expecting this breakthrough of greatness that's going it's not happening.
Mark my words, he's going to average 25 points. I'm gonna give you it's going to be 24
Listen, if he could just give me 19, I'll be good.
24, 9, and 8. That's what he's gonna average next year.
So you expecting to do what now? How you expecting to get that 24, 9, and 8?
Well, he'll be shooting more. I believe that he'll be actually take a few jump shots.
24.
Doc Rivers gonna be having Embiid throw him. Oops, that's what it's gonna be. That's the only way he's gonna be scoring.
24, 9, and 8.
Okay, that you sticking by that?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
You know, Tim stubborn like that.
He is. I mean, that's cool. Listen, I mean, it's good to have hopes and dreams. I mean, that's where.
See, I'm cool with Ben averaging those numbers with if he's gonna give me 17, 18, 9 and 9 or 9, 7, something like that. I'm cool with that if Embiid is dropping that 27 to 30 points a game, which he should be doing.
I agree.
So I mean, if you got a ball dominant big man like that, then I don't necessarily need Ben Simmons, you know what I'm saying, doing all that.
I agree.
I'm just curious to see what Doc do. I'm curious to see what they do with Doc and what kind of system Doc draws up.
Now, what player, if Ephraim, I know you like, if you had to get rid of Ben Simmons, but you had to get equal value, don't give me multiple players, or what equal value player which you are willing to give up Ben Simmons for?
I think we talked about, well, I guess you want to say, it could be any position? You talking about point guard for point guard?
I mean, anything, like if you trading Ben Simmons, like if you said that you feel like you can't win with Ben, what player in the league equal value that you can get for him that you know that will help your team win?
Giannis, Bradley Beal.
Wait a minute, Giannis is equal to Ben? That's the question.
I'm talking about value-wise. They both got $100 million.
I don't see a fall off from Bucks if Ben goes there. I really don't.
I do.
I don't
see it come up for us and a fall off for them.
No, the Bucks will excel. They got the shooters around him already, and Ben can sit there and play those shooting lanes.
How did that work? How did them shooting lanes work out without Giannis? And how them shooting lanes work out every playoffs, even with Giannis?
That might be coaching.
Could be.
I mean, that's equal talent for him is like Buddy Hield.
No, he's better.
He's like Buddy Hield equal talent for
Ben.
Yep.
I'm kind of thinking more contractual. Like, did Ben got?
I
hear you, but I'm just talking about
superstar money.
I'm talking about talent.
Buddy Hield. What makes you say Buddy Hield? What is Buddy Hield?
He's second tier talent, like Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons all team first team all defense.
I don't care about those little voted for awards. They don't mean nothing.
So you ready to hype up Buddy Hield, who's scoring points off the bench on a bum squad?
Buddy Hield is starter, ain't he?
All right, a starter on a bum squad. He put up Jerry Stackhouse type numbers.
But here's the real deal. You
putting with B, and you putting with B, he'll be like Jamal Murray. Ben ain't even on his level.
Is he a point guard? Buddy Hield a point guard?
He's shooting guard.
Okay. So who gonna get them the ball then if you getting rid of Ben?
Oh, we can get anybody to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We can get anybody to do that.
And so now who's gonna play the defense? Who's gonna play defense now? You bring in this little Buddy Hield. Can Buddy Hield play defense?
First of all,
we can move Shake Milton to play guard. We can move Shake Milton to point guard. He could do that.
Buddy can play point guard.
Shake might be Buddy Hield next year. How about that? How about that?
That might be very well the case.
He could be. I'm not hating on Shake. I am hating on Ben, but I'm not hating on Shake. But Ben would be like
I think Chris Paul would be a perfect fit for the Sixers if we got rid of Ben.
That's another one.
I mean, only thing is, you only gonna have him for like a year or two because he's old. But the way he play would fit perfectly with Embiid and the rest of this team.
I agree.
As long as Embiid just got to get his tail in shape.
I think
he dropped 30 a game in the playoffs this year. Man, shut up.
It's a difference.
You always want to give Ben all these excuses, then you want to rip Bede.
Tim right though. He gotta reach that level.
He gotta sit there and he gotta come in there and get his behind the shade. I need the points when I need the points. Don't give me the points when okay, I'm just scoring all these points. I need them in crucial periods of the game. After three times down the field or down the court, he's winded and they gotta call a timeout.
You tripping? What you in that series? You saying at the 3 play? He was carrying the whole first half. But then he gave her another steam.
Yeah, he burnt out. I mean, I agree with Tim. Like they said, that's one thing that the boy Tom Brady, that's why he actually was campaigning so hard to get AB back in there. not that AB is a, like a prototypical player you want your person to be like. But work ethic wise, they said AB on another level.
Yeah.
How they know he done been home a year and a half now? He might be fat with Cheetos and
listen,
beer.
Nah, they say he was practicing, but he gonna blow. He gonna get a hamstring injury.
I about to say he gonna blow something out before it's over.
That's they always do
hopping in.
Anybody that holds out or been suspended at the beginning of the year, they always come up with some type of hamstring injury.
That's very possible, but I'll say this. If B got that type of mindset, that's what I'm looking for from my superstar. I want you to be a workaholic. You in the gym, you lifting weights, you practicing your game. You the person want to come last one, lead that. That slogan they said.
You mean like Ben Simmons?
All the greats. That's what
you mean like Ben Simmons workout and stuff like Ben Simmons?
You mean where he just put some videos of him dunking on boys like?
Ben Simmons is a workout junkie.
He is a workout junkie.
Is he working on the jump? I mean, it's cool. The weights is cool. The physical aspect is cool, but you also need to work on your craft.
He got to work on his mind. It's all right here. It's here. With Ben Simmons is all right here. Everything else is relative. It's his mind.
And you know what, Tim? That's the worst place for it to be.
I know.
Worst. If you're a mental midget, can you really overcome that type of mental handicap?
You did. It's like, no. My fault.
Hold on.
That's a real character assassination.
The Aggie overcome his mental midgetness.
Nah, he dropped a couple yesterday too.
Did he drop a couple? I mean, my thing is, Ben is different. Like, it's you can legitimately almost not compare this dude to anybody because he don't do the fundamental aspect of his game. Like that's like a boy not dribbling, a basketball player not dribbling. Like you're not doing something that's almost textbook to your position. No, that's crazy. Like it's almost nobody you can compare. Like a wide receiver. All right, if your hands is suspect, right? Your hands are suspect. It ain't like you not trying to catch the ball. You just might have suspect hands. This dude is not shooting the ball. Like that's a whole different level of ineptness. Like I can't even.
No. Honestly, I agree with you, but that's why I'm just saying. To me, I'm only giving him. My tolerance level is just 1 year under Doc because I really do feel like Brett Brown hindered a lot of these guys on this team.
I think so too.
So I mean, we'll see. And it looked like Doc is building up a nice foundation, a coaching staff with other guys that have been coaches in the league. So. I mean, I think Alvin Gentry wasn't he supposed to be coming here? Or it's one of them guys, a couple of them guys.
He wound up signing with Sacramento, I think.
Oh, did he? Okay, but I know it's a couple guys that's supposed to be coming here that what I'm saying, been around the league a little bit. So we'll see. Yeah. But my leash is short with Ben and Embiid. I need to see improvements on both of them.
I agree.
Basketball season start when? January, December. They talking
about December 22nd. Tentatively.
Oh, word?
Yeah. So
they said Brian not going to be here for the start of the season if it start then. So they ain't starting then.
Why not? What's he got going on?
Brian not going to be. He need his time to rest. Brian not coming back there.
I can respect that. He needs some time to legitimately.
Yeah, at least 4 months. I think you can
let them creaky knees heal up a little bit.
Let him get in the hyperbaric chamber.
Yo, all right. Let me ask you a question. I don't know how many people listen to Sneakerheads or whatever like that. I know Jordan got some of the most iconic sneaks, right? First of all, I don't like all Jordans. There's a lot of bulls who like all Jordans that ever came out. Some Jordans to me is kind of sucky, but that's just me. Has Bron caught up to Mike in the sneak game tip? Bron got some class. Yo, on the low though, Bulls be trying to hate on. Bron got some banging sneaks, bro.
I'm not hating on Bron. You talking about Mike got like 30, 40 years. Mike got like 30 years of sneaks in the game.
Mike legitimately got like 7 to 8 sneaks that Bulls really, really love.
You bet 20.
Yeah, some of those is corny. Some of those is whack, bro. Some of those is suspect.
I mean, you got powder blue. You got.
You talking about the colorways. I'm talking about just the actual sneak, not all the colorways that come with it.
No, the actual sneak.
How many actual Jordans?
The young boys like the bronze. I know my son be getting the bronze.
No, I like Bron. I actually like Bron sneaks too. But I'm just saying, to me, Mike had. I just think because of duration, like Mike has had these out for so many years and still putting them out. That's the only reason why I'm not saying. But I do think that Bron's. I do like Bron's sneaks. I've had some Bron's.
Has he catch him in the sneak game? No. Not yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He ain't catch him yet.
Yeah, you might just be a fan.
No, I mean, I'm a fan of Jordans too. I mean,
you got bulls that never seen Jordan, but say Jordan the GOAT because they like his sneaks. I mean, I'm just really so.
Sneaks, listen,
is it the
name
shoes?
is out there because of this, because of the Jordan. So his name will always stay out there.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not hate. Jordan got some of the most iconic sneaks of all time, but I don't want to get caught up into the old head. You know what I mean? Like, oh, they was hot then, they always gonna be hot. Because it's some sneaks, like the 3s and the 4s to me was his best sneak. I think the 4 to me is his greatest sneak of all time. I know people.
Which one was that? The one with the net, like had netting on it?
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's only because we had them as young bulls, and you probably still stuck on that. Remember we had them walking on 52nd Street with the tag on them?
Yeah, no, it was. Them Jordans was hot. No, them Jordans was hot. I mean,
listen, they classics. You still can rock them. You can still rock them.
They had the blue pair and the red pair. Those Jordans was hot.
Them Jordans was all that. Like them. Don't get me wrong. They banging, but it's a couple other Jordans who bulls really, really love. That I'm like I'm a little iffy on, but I mean, you know, Brian put out some hot
here. You wouldn't understand.
Who? Listen. I'm building my repertoire back up after the fire. I'm coming back. I actually got some Jordans too, so some newer Jones. But Brian got some hot sneakers. That Soldier series.
He do got some.
Soldier series is hot.
He got some.
But
so we're gonna be back here on Thursday night for our official Eagles pregame show.
I'm gonna still be ranting and raving about this Deshaun getting hurt too.
How long you going for? I think the worst sneak ever was that Kobe.
Space shoe? Are you talking about the space shoe joint that look like a toaster?
Oh my!
No, any shoe with Shaq had to be the worst shoe that ever.
That's his own shoe though. Shaq's own shoe.
Don't do that. And Shaq shoes were like $30. Shaq was charged boys like $60, $70 for the shoe.
The Stormtrooper John.
The Starberries was the same.
I had a pair of Starberries.
I had for the pairs of Starberry. I did too.
I bought it for the love.
I had the Starberry shirt sets and everything. Y'all
talking about them Johns?
Listen, I dunked on somebody with Shaq, so you can say what all you want.
Those are the Kobe's. They do something now.
But that's probably why my knees.
They got a nerve.
All them Shaqs and
they do something now.
That's the Adidas
Jones.
They're collectors.
That's on eBay because he died. Somebody.
Them Jones is ugly.
Look.
Right, so
look. They got these Jones for $400 on StockX.
I like them though. I definitely ain't paying no $400 for no sneaks, but I like them Jones.
I ain't like them Jones at all.
Wayne, you like them?
Them Jones.
I think they all right.
No,
I'll buy you a pair. I want you to wear them.
All right, buy them.
I would have to the memorial.
You didn't just say this on the whole internet. Buy them.
Them Jones.
Let your yes mean yes.
Well, I want to follow you around as you wear
them.
Go
ahead. I'm a rocking with some gray sweatpants.
Every time Wayne get around the crowd, and be like, "What are those?" I'm gonna just point them out.
And guess what I'm gonna say? Kobe.
Yo, y'all. Anybody got any final thoughts before we wrap this thing up?
Ethan owe me some Kobe's.
Yeah, Ethan gives some Kobe's. I'm still trying to figure
some Iversons.
Oh yeah, AI said some of one of the classic sneakers. Them Reebok AI crossovers.
Oh, the Answer Jones. What you talking about? The Answers.
Yeah, the Answers. My final thoughts is I still don't know why they put Deshaun Jackson back there for that punt, but I'll readdress that on Thursday.
I like the questions too, though. The answers and the questions, both of them Jones was hot.
The Patrick Ewing was a classic sneak too back in the day. The Pat Ewing Adidas, them Jones was hot.
Pat Ewing Adidas.
Yeah, let's see if I get my last win today. Gonna watch Nick Foles take this L.
Oh man,
the Pat Ewing Adidas. You remember them Jones, Wayne?
I'm trying to think. Y'all can catch us on the Uncensored Philly Sports Podcast.
Ain't nobody beating Bo Jackson's.
We're on Spotify. We on Facebook.
Oh yeah, the Bows. Yeah, the Bows is one.
And we also on YouTube. We will catch y'all.
Oh, Thursday. Is that the Pump Jones?
They was orange. Remember they first came out that it was white, orange.
I had a pump. Is that a pump on it?
All right, I need y'all to say goodbye.
All right, fellas.
We out.